And we're back. Ben, we are back, dude. We haven't recorded an episode in a few weeks. We've been busy.
No bit. We've been hustling.
Yeah. I think something I want to talk about right at the top here, right before we roll into the real show.
Rip it.
You know, a lot of people have been asking me, my friends, people like you watching this right now, how do you submit a question? How do you get a jar question? How do you get a question in this bad boy? There's two ways. You can come to one of our live shows, which by the time this comes out, we have nothing booked right now, but there's more coming. Or you can go to jarofpain.com. Ba-ding. We kind of put everything on jarofpain.com. I'm kind of rebuilding it right now, but it's still accessible. And if you just scroll down a little bit, it says put a question in the jar. And that's how you put a question in the jar. Even if you don't come to a show, even if you listen to one episode of this podcast and you're like, I have a question about dark matter. Jarpain.com, scroll little bitsies.
We know nothing about dark matter, but boy, will we convince you otherwise.
I mean, I've been trying to figure out dark matter for most of my conscious life. It takes up like 90% of the space in the universe, and it's a mystery.
Well, that's just called space.
What time is it? Jonathan, 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 what time is it? And we're back. That was nice. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly.
You having a good day?
I'm having a day.
Yeah. That's okay. You really love slurping that.
I do. I'm
loud
do it right
and
in the
into
mic because I feel like being an asshole today. I can't wait to get on stage. I got some nasty little jokes to say.
You're a nasty little piss boy.
I'm
right
a nasty
now.
little piss boy being ruled by a nasty little piss king.
Oh no.
That's you.
I'm the piss king.
You're the piss king.
That's the thumbnail.
I'm a nasty piss king. Fuck, I can't open my eyes that wide.
I've had a good day.
Yeah, what's been cracking?
Nothing. That's what makes it good.
That is a good day.
I mean, I worked.
Right, but
it wasn't like a memorable day. It was just another day. And with what I do, that's a gift. Because some days, like, I truly don't know what I'm going to run into when I get to work. Like, you never really know.
No.
Yeah. So it's nice to have just a common day. I did some writing today.
Some song lyrics?
No, I am writing a piece for the next issue of the magazine.
Nice.
Yeah. And you know what?
What?
I freaking loved writing.
Let's freaking go.
And then my coworker was like, can you stop being so talented or something like that? And I've never really shown people my like written stuff before.
Yeah.
Man, that's like a different style of writing where like you're not trying to like, you know, when you're writing a song, you're trying to make it catchy, you're trying to make it fit into a certain space. When you're trying to do this kind of stuff, podcast, like this is more like free form, but to sit and like concentrate on the words you're using for like no apparent reason.
Yeah.
And then to tie kind of everything together into one theme. Man, I loved that.
It's pretty good. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. I like 45 minutes it took me to write this thing, and that time just like melted away. At the end of it, I just felt like I was coming out of the ocean. It was awesome. I loved it.
Nice. What is it about?
Trees.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe you'll read it. I'll post it for sure.
You should just send it to me. I definitely won't. But if you post it, yeah, let's see the post.
Yeah, I'll put it on Facebook and everything. Yeah, it's my first time ever being published as a writer.
Nice.
It feels like a natural next step for me, I'll be honest. My kind of dream is to get done with all this hullabaloo and retire and write novels and smoke pipes in the woods.
How are you going to do that as president?
It'll have to be after I'm president.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's like a late 60s into your 70s type of dream, which I think I'll be too old to be president by then. That's why I'm shooting for that sweet 55.
You're not too old to be president at 65, dude.
I know technically you're not too old, but in my personal opinion, Hey, but I want a quiet life at the end of it all.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like a late stage life dream? I guess stand-up comedy, you can really do that until you fall over.
You could.
And most of the greats do.
They do. You could. Honestly, I would like to just rip some comedy and then just create stories. Just write. That's ideally what I want to do. But right now, I'm going like full tilt into comedy.
Yeah.
And
I know what that's like.
Here's how full tilt it is. I used to be able to like work on a story idea and then flip between that and writing jokes.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm so dedicated to writing jokes right now that like I can't focus on writing a story because I'm afraid I'll miss a thought about a joke.
Oh, that won't happen, bud.
It will. Because you know why? If I'm thinking about story, I'm not thinking about jokes.
But don't you think if it's a good enough joke idea, it'll come back around?
And that's what makes you an amateur, Matt. Okay?
I don't think it does.
You have to work.
I think it's quite the opposite.
Work for it. We're not all charming pieces of shit that can just go on stage with a mic in their hand and just come up with funny shit off the top of their head.
No, Ben, let me explain it to you in a better way.
Rip it.
Do you want to be the type of artist who only has some good ideas and those ideas he has to hold on to and cherish tightly or else they'll get away from him? Or do you want to be the type of artist who understands that all the good ideas have one thing in common, and it's that they come from you? And so even if you miss one, another one's right behind it. Maybe it's better. What type of artist do you want to be?
I want to be the type of artist that has so many written jokes, so many notebooks. It makes others go, I'm not working as hard as I need to be. I want to be an inspiration to work harder.
Okay.
And
my motto for this year is think less, do more. So we're clearly opposites on that.
We very much are, yeah.
Yeah. But, we'll see where we end up.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is we're working together on this.
And ideally, it's the same goal at the end of the day. Just get old and write stories.
Yeah, that's interesting. But we have different, you know what? 60-year update. We'll save that. We'll save that for 60 years. We have that in the backlog.
It's so good if we can follow up the world's longest joke. Just call back.
Yeah. Well, should we get to some questions?
Let's rip some cues. Hey, what's happening here?
This is the Jar of Pain podcast. And this is where listeners like you, audience members like you, submit questions at jarofpain.com about life, sometimes painful things, sometimes things that just kind of make us feel embarrassed. What do you... little Foley work.
I want them to get the full
That's
3D
the POV.
experience.
That's the POV experience. The real HD.
The Jot Pod Pov, if you will.
Yeah, the Jot Pod Pov. And you guys submit questions. We answer them one at a time on this show, this online show, the Jot Pod. I'm claiming it.
Jot Pod.
Yeah. It's very hot today in the apartment. It's probably 85 degrees.
It's a hot Jot Pod with a hot Jot Pod Pov.
And I have had an AC unit on my floor for 4 weeks. But for some reason, I don't feel inspired to put it in. I just kind of like dealing with it. Yeah,
you know how being a handyman is. It's a lot like painting. You just, when the mood strikes, you gotta...
Yeah. And there'll come a moment where like, it's just been a bad day and it's unbearably hot that I'll just be like, I'll harumph and I'll do it. But until that moment, I'm going to save the $25-$30 a month. You know?
Yeah, man.
It really doesn't get hot till late July. And then August is bad too.
I just saw that the hottest months in Eau Claire are between late June and July.
Oh, so I was kind of right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's actually been a beautiful June despite the rain.
Yeah. I like the rain. That's fine.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I don't like saying that because it's all flooding and people's lives are getting destroyed downstream. But up here on the hill, I love the rain. I love it.
Where in Wisconsin is there flooding?
Oh, all over the Midwest.
That's the Midwest.
Yeah, but that's how rivers work. They go into...
Yeah, that's...
That's what I'm saying.
You are right. It is their problem. I don't
Look
care.
up the Mankato Dam. There's a dam in Mankato that's been like decrepit for years. I'll put a picture. It's been like decrepit for years, and it would take the county board or the officials were trying to figure out, like, do we invest millions of dollars to make it an energy producer, or do we invest millions of dollars to like remove it? And Mother Nature has just decided we're moving it.
Oh yeah,
maybe you've seen that.
I did. Yeah,
And like, because the dam is there and all this stuff is like washed up onto it, the water has been forced and it's created like a canyon around. Like, it took out so much hill right where the dam was on. There's a house like 3/4 on land, 1/4 over. It's crazy. And people are just watching it, waiting for it to go.
I'm not gonna lie. I am in a moment in time today where I didn't really hear any of that. My mind was just zoned off into anger, hunger. I didn't eat, by the way.
What?
And just because I just want to stay in this state
This is
of
a hunger
rage.
thing. Yeah.
And I want to see if I can just see if something can happen with it on stage.
Well, I'll tell you what,
So-
Kovitsa's doing a pop-up.
Yeah, that's right.
But I will tell you, when I left work, and I work across the street from the Lakely where they're doing the pop-up,
I saw the line.
it was around the corner. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is a vibe. Too busy for me. If they're going until they run out, I bet they last less than half of, if that line keeps up, I bet they last half. Because there was a line when you drove by and that was 20 minutes. It was 30 minutes after I left work.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I thought it
Good
was
for
just
them.
drag bingo. And that was popping off.
You're like, dude, drag bingo's popping tonight.
Dude,
no, it's pizza. All right. First question.
Remember that one time we pulled a question 20 minutes ago?
Yeah. I'll probably cut some of that stuff.
What is the juiciest secret you know about your co-host?
Oh. Currently, I think the juiciest secret I know about you is, it's kind of funny, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Right before.
Yeah.
Well, right before you're like,
The juicy
current
secret
I
I
know
know.
about you. And then clip and then just right to us laughing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Now, do you know anything secret about me? I think I lay it all on the line pretty hard.
I think the juiciest secret about you is that it's kind of like seeing a model in a bikini where it's like, I would rather see the bikini than the model naked because it's just more fun to imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because truthfully, it was quite innocent.
I know. I definitely know, but it's still like, so just two chops, chop, 2 edits.
I think we should, we'll do 2 edits.
That's funny.
Yeah. Maybe we should share a secret we've never told anybody.
Share a secret.
I'll start so you know the secrets I'm thinking about.
Okay, rip it.
When I was a young warthog.
When he was a young warthog.
When I was a young boy, my cousin had these red ruby slippers. They were these pink slippers with these huge red rubies on it.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Start that over again?
When I was a young warthog.
Your father. God damn it, you said boy. Never mind. Joke ruined. Continue the story.
My cousin Amanda had these red ruby slippers. The rubies were like the size of quarters, maybe 50-cent pieces. Like, they were aggressively large. And I was like playing with her shoes when she was sitting down, and I broke the ruby off. And I didn't want to get in trouble, so I just placed the ruby back on the tip of her shoe as if it hadn't fallen off. And then she got called to the kitchen, and she got up, kicked the ruby across the room, and started crying about how her slippers were broken. And it was me the whole time.
Did she get new slippers though?
I don't know. My uncle got divorced and never saw her again. And that was his second wife. He's on his 4th right now.
God damn.
I know.
This man's working on an 8-course meal.
Yeah.
One time when I was a young boy, I ordered so much porn on my grandpa's DirecTV.
Oh my God. No way.
So much porn.
Wow.
But like, not like hardcore, but like just like off the Playboy channel. Just nudie models.
Yeah, they were just like grinding. That stuff wasn't super explicit,
Yeah.
but it was available in HD for like $20 a pop.
It was a lot of $12.99s. Those
Yeah.
some $12.99s being thrown
A
around.
lot of $12.99s.
Yeah. And to be honest, this isn't a super secret. I told my mom because I felt really guilty one time.
Yeah.
And I was like, but yeah, rest in peace, Tom.
What did your grandpa say? Or did he never talk to you about it?
Here's what happened is that it was the last day, from what I remember, it was the last day before my mom was going to pick us up.
So you were staying there for like a week or whatever?
Yeah, we usually stay there for the weekend. And so it was like in the morning too. I don't know what, dude, kids are so stupid.
Yeah, they are.
They are so impulsive and in the moment. They don't think of consequences and things.
Sure.
And so, yeah, I was like, rip. And then, here's the crazy thing is that I get home. My mom is like, hey, did you buy, and I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember the exact words, a bunch of porn from Grandpa's DirecTV? And I was like, no, I was asleep and some guy came in the house and he bought it and then he left.
Yeah.
And then
That's reasonable.
Totally not reasonable. We lived on a farm at the time. And here's the thing is that like, I think my mom was just being nice, but she just dropped it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
Yeah. My dad walked in on me jerking off once and it was kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
We just never talked about it.
Nice.
And I did finish after he left.
Now you can't come without a disappointed look thrown in there.
Well, I'll tell you, I had a weird strategy that day. I was completely naked, sock on the dick, facing the door, an unlocked door. If anything, I was begging to be caught.
A little bit.
So he got a full frontal. It wasn't like under the sheets. Oh, yeah, I'm just scratching. It was very apparent what was going on.
No, Daddy. Daddy, no. It's not what it looks like.
It's exactly what it looks like. Yeah. So yeah, that happened to me.
Well, secret shared. What if I never live up to my father's expectations? Well, this question's not for me, Matt.
My dad sent me a real nice text during the pandemic. That's kind of the text you always want to get from your dad. And it was just like,
please tell me what that's like.
Yeah, I won't read it, even though I could, because I would probably get emotional. But it was just like, just want to let you know that I'm proud of you and everything you've done and the life you've created yourself based on your ideas, and you haven't sacrificed, any of your dreams for anything else. You found a way to make money and make it on your own accord in your own way. And he's like, I'm very, very proud of you. I'm getting emotional now. Just fucking. But
hey, what did we say last episode?
No crying?
No. You can be emotional. It's gay. And it's
Pride Month. That's right. That's right.
There you go.
But yeah. So he's already proud of me. My God, I've done a lot of things, so he has no reason not to be. So if anything, I'd like him to be a little more proud of himself.
You just Russian reversal your dad's emotions?
Yeah, I'm a manipulator at heart. I try not to be, but I just got caught in the act.
Nice.
All right, next question.
Will I ever be happy with what I have? Why do I always want more? Probably, let me just take a stab in the dark, childhood trauma. That's why you always want more. Will you ever be happy with what you have? No, because childhood trauma. If you're not happy with what you have now, you're not ever going to be happy. So fucking get your head out of your ass and just figure out what you need to do to be happy. Find a purpose.
Yeah.
Or pick up trash. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right and wrong.
I literally just listened to a therapist who was like, yeah, you don't need to find a purpose. You just need to do things.
Yeah, I agree with that. But the truth I think the human condition of life is that we're never satisfied. That's why that's why we've progressed as quickly as we have as a species. We are never satisfied. As soon as you dream and dream and dream, and as soon as you get the thing, you're concerned with what's next. So the only way out is through gratitude of what you already have. But you just need to kind of understand that it's just not in our nature to be satisfied. Songs have been written about it for years. Rolling Stones, Can't Get No Satisfaction. It's just part of it. You get one day my dad brought home fireworks. He brought home bottle rockets. I had never seen a firework leave the ground before. I lit a bottle rocket. It was the time of my life. Within 30 minutes, I was strapping dozens of bottle rockets together. I was trying to lift my toy cars into the air like rocket cars. There is no such thing as satisfaction. Get used to it.
It is a dragon that you will forever chase.
Yes.
Until your grave. What's your morning after routine? Is this a fuck question?
Yeah, I think so. This is a question about sex. You don't want to talk about this? Or are you thinking?
I'm thinking. Anytime I've had sex, it's been
violent. You end up in prison. Don't leave me a gap. Do not leave me a gap.
Leave you all the gaps. No, it's all been in like committed relationships. So it's like,
yeah, but I think that's
the morning after. I don't know. Wake up, fart, brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Sit on a couch. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because I'm very similar to you. I'm not like a one-night stand guy. So it's not like, well, on the next day, we always got to go to Walgreens to get the Plan B pill. Like, that's not how I roll. But I will say, there's been some times where, you go out early maybe and get some fancy coffees, maybe a couple baked goods, or you get some fancy coffees and then you make a little avocado toast with a fresh fried egg on the top and put on a funny or silly show on YouTube or something. I think that's very nice.
I wasn't an iPad kid though. I don't really mess with that YouTube.
You put the YouTube on the TV.
I don't like YouTube on my TV.
Really?
Yeah.
That's mostly what I watch.
It's the clickety clackety. I'm trying to like search, right? Like I just like click, click, click.
You don't
like HBO because it's got all the shit and I don't have to.
Yeah, well, what I don't even type into my thing. I just go coolest moments 2024.
Oh.
Like I just talk to it.
You watch compilation videos?
No, I don't.
I was gonna say
no, but I have when I like have an idea of a video I want to watch or like I know a creator and I can't think of what the title would be. I will put like weird guy in suit who reviews fast food and it comes up. Report of the Week. He's great. I don't know if you ever watched him.
I haven't.
He
sounds
takes
familiar.
so long to eat. It's so funny. He's just like this weird kid in a suit and slick back hair.
Oh, he kind of looks like a Mormon or someone.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Is he redhead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I know what you're talking
He's
about.
like a ginger kid.
And he rates fast food. Yeah.
Yeah, and every new fast food item he goes and he gets, and he spends half the video just munching, and then he gives a very poised review, and usually they're not good. But it's fast food. But it's interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
What's his favorite?
I don't know. He's never really liked anything.
What's the highest score you've seen?
He doesn't give scores. He just talks about it. And he makes a lot of money.
More than he should. Would you rather wrestle a bear for 1 minute or bite down on a spinning half-inch drill bit? Wow.
That's a really good question.
That's probably one of the best would you rathers because they both evenly suck. Like there's very little
Okay, so it's
Give.
fight a bear for 1 minute.
Correct.
Or bite down on a spinning drill bit.
Half inch to be specific.
Okay.
Which, I mean, half inch is pretty huge. You know, it's pretty, half inch is pretty big. It's pretty,
really big. It's a lot. It's actually, it's a lot bigger than people think.
I mean, it gets the job done if you think about it.
Oh, yeah.
You don't really need it
Yeah.
any further, but whatever.
But your teeth would get destroyed.
Demolished.
But with the bear, it's very possible your whole body could be destroyed.
I just watched a video of this one guy going through, like he had his camera phone on him when he was hiking, and he got mauled by a bear because the cubs were near. He lived.
Wow.
But like he showed video of like the wounds, and it's like, dude, he survived because he had bear mace on him.
Yeah.
And the bear bit into the mace and it sprayed into her mouth and
oh
like
my
eyes.
goodness.
Yeah, if he didn't have that on him, fucking
dead
gone.
for sure. Dude, that's crazy. I think I would bite down on the drill.
What kind of bear? They did not specify.
Okay, I would fight the fetus bear. The early pregnancy fetus bear left in the woods going, eh. I would fight it. I wouldn't kill it, but I'd knock it around.
Just imagine you just knuckle dusting a fucking little baby bear. Just beating the shit out of some panda cub. Just wailing on it.
Dude, pandas are sick.
They
There's
are
no
sick.
reason they should be alive.
There's no reason that they should be living either. They're so dumb. They're cute,
and they
but
just
they're
eat
so
bamboo
dumb.
all day. They will rip you up, though. I've seen videos of people at zoos like getting too close to the cage.
Yeah.
And it's the same situation with the cub.
Yeah.
And the mama bear like comes up and like I've seen her try to pull a guy into it. Like this is like overseas in like China.
Yeah.
And like so they don't have like the glass. It's like bars.
Yeah.
And the guy gets too close. And he wants to pet the cub, and the mom comes up and she's just like, and just like grabs his shoulder and like just starts ripping him up.
I always wondered if they got mad.
They get mad once in a while. I think bears are I think it's like a motherly thing.
Yeah.
And I think
right.
any species is like that, where the mom will turn up if you mess with her kid.
Yeah. She'll go ham.
Yeah.
Well, it is Pride Month, so I would wrestle the bear.
All right. Mischief managed.
Pride Month.
You don't have to tell them.
The
They'll
gays.
know. They know.
Bear. Gay man. Hairy. Sweaty. I imagine oiled. I'm going to go jean cut off shorts. But maybe assless chaps.
Yeah, I would wrestle that bear too.
Yeah, I bet he smells nice.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the most badass villain? Parentheses. Any villain.
That's a fun question.
That's a good one. Whoever did that, good.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of like movie. Well, I guess we do once in a while. Dude, I'm going to say it. I'm going to come out of the gate hard and strong. Darth Vader.
Badass. Most badass. Darth Vader is a good one.
The scene at the end of Rogue One where they're like, it takes place chronologically right before A New Hope.
Mm-hmm.
When Darth Vader is going through that ship and like just taking shit off the walls,
Just
taking names, killing people left and right with the Force. We've never seen that as Star Wars fans, like Vader's true.
Just taking lunch money.
Yeah. I don't think it gets more badass than that. And like in the original films, Vader wasn't really able to be his badass self because of technology, you know, like they just kind of pretended he was choking people.
Yeah.
But then in Rogue One, it's like, oh no, this is why he's like the most feared Force user in the galaxy. And this is why. And I thought that was just the coolest scene.
Cruella de Vil.
She's pretty crazy.
That's a badass bitch. She's just trying to murder 101 dogs.
Yeah. And then in the next one, 102. 101 wasn't good enough.
Did they literally just have one more dog? And then they were like, personally, where? On what earth does a dog have sex and only give birth to one dog?
What I don't understand is how do they give birth to 100 quickly?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense either.
How big was that dog?
Huge dog puss.
Huge.
I mean, probably 45 pups a litter. Maybe 2 litters.
Bruh.
Certainly not 1.
Like, my boy Pongo getting after it.
Yeah, he is. Pongo goes hard.
Dude.
That is an undiscussed aspect of that movie is how hard Pongo goes. I forgot his name was Pongo.
Yeah.
What's the girl dog's name?
I can't remember that one.
I think it's like Lydia or something.
I think it's something super basic and not anywhere near as
cool as Pongo.
Pongo.
Yeah, Pongo's a sick. I might name my kid Pongo.
Dude, Pongo played Lydia's ass like a bongo.
That's right.
And then just got all up in it.
Yeah, he did. And yeah, Cruella de Vil is cruel. And the name is badass too. Cruella de Vil.
And the whip.
Ooh.
The whip, the hot rod.
Yeah.
That friggin'
and the hair,
horn.
2 colors.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
She's a badass bitch.
Yeah. And evil, like truly evil.
Truly.
Like scared me as a kid.
Villainous.
That's a good answer.
What are the best and worst Hinge prompts?
I don't know what that is.
It's the dating app.
I don't do apps.
Yeah, I didn't do it either. I was a Tinder boy. I tried Bumble, but
what's a prompt?
I'm going to assume. I want to say
what?
like it's
maybe,
the thing.
Maybe this is one we don't have the answer for. Why don't you comment below what you think? What was the question one more time?
What are the best and worst Hinge prompts?
Yeah, what are the best and worst Hinge prompts you've seen?
Prompts.
Please comment. I don't know. Personally, I don't do apps. I do it the old-fashioned way.
Hinge prompts.
Meet a girl in a field.
You know, fucking delivering some milk, and then she's
Yeah.
like, "Hey,
Get
husband's
in
gone.
here. Yeah.
Why don't you put the milk in my fridge?"
Or I'm helping her dad on the farm with the hay bales. And he says, "I've got a great daughter for you." And I go, "Sir, I'm in."
You know, that classic love story where you're just a down and out boxer in Philadelphia and you know, no one believes in you, but she believes in you.
Yeah.
But you're like, I don't think I can do it. And maybe I can, maybe I won't, you know, and then nobody thinks you're going to do it, but you're an underdog. You're going to tough through it. You don't know what they don't know what you can do.
They don't know you. Yeah.
And so you're just in a meat packing plant for whatever reason, beating the shit out of a fucking slab of carcass.
Yep.
Because that just makes sense to you. Whatever. And then you get in the fight and you're down. You're down in the
But you're not out.
But you're not out.
Yes.
You're down, but you're not out.
Yes.
Because it's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog.
Yes.
And then you come up swinging with some of the worst boxing choreograph that's ever been in film history.
Yes.
But boy, oh boy, at the time, it was state of the art.
Mm-hmm.
And it's super inspirational.
Tell him.
And then you just fucking, you like, we did it.
Adrian.
And then
it's a classic boy meets girl.
Classic love story. It's a classic boy meets girl.
So yeah, let us know in the comments what you think the best or worst Hinge
prompts.
Best or worst Hinge prompts you've seen out in the wild. I want to know. We'll discuss it on a later episode.
A win if. How many cuz you got, then forever it goes. Right.
Okay. A when if. How many cuz you got, then forever it goes. Right?
Is that a haiku?
I don't know what to do with this.
I don't know either.
But I think this should be punishable.
Lashings. Public lashings.
I would say we're just going to cut the episode short. We're going to do one after this, and we're not going to answer. This is a waste of everyone's time. How dare you?
Congratulations. You ruined everyone's. You could have had 2 more of these.
Yeah.
Now you get one because of your bullshit.
Yeah. I don't understand that.
Here's the last question. Where is the clitoris?
Mysteries in time and space. Clitoris for us to bake. It's under the folds, right?
Absolutely ended there.
I will. Jonathan, what time is it? 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 Jonathan, what time is it?